Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to the channel. It's Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and today we're doing August readings with the Unfolding Path Tarot. Just a reminder, these are general readings for a general audience. It might really resonate with you, or there might just be a nugget or two of general wisdom or inspiration. If you know your rising sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, I recommend checking out the videos for all those placements. And I like to fast forward over the shuffling part, so I'm going to do that while I give the deck a really good shuffle for you. So I will meet you in your reading in just a moment. See you there. All right, Cancer, let's see what we've got going on in August. The Hierophant, Strength, ooh, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So the Eight of Wands is all about messages, and this is messages that you want to get. It's messages about stuff you want to hear, stuff you're passionate about. So it would be maybe a job you've applied for, or a play you auditioned for, a band you auditioned for. And maybe somebody you reached out to collaborate with if you're a content creator. It could even be the kind of thing where you find out you finally got enough followers and now you can monetize your YouTube channel. It's some sort of notification, validation, messages, that sort of thing. And it's coming in fast and furious to DMs, emails, even phone messages. Someone might leave you a voicemail. There's also the reminder inherent with this card that because Mercury is going retrograde this month, be sure you're checking everything, even accounts you don't normally check or accounts you don't regularly check, because things can get hinky when Mercury is retrograde, right? You want to make sure that you are getting all your messages, because this is stuff you want to act on really quick. This can be really fast moving energy. This could be an invitation that you need to act on really fast, or it could be something like you get an audition notice and you need to be ready to audition that day or the next day, right? Or an interview the next day, or you need to have your content ready immediately. It's something you need to act on really fast. So you want to make sure you get the message. So be checking all of the places where you get messages. And if it hasn't been abundantly clear, this is stuff that like your ego is attached to. This is stuff that your like name is attached to. It isn't just like day job stuff. It's stuff that you're fired up about. It's stuff that you're driven about. It's stuff, it's that real like identity stuff. Okay. Next, we have a major arcana card. Half of your reading is major arcana, right? You've got the Hierophant and Strength. In the Hierophant, we have a leader, sort of a thought leader, belief leader, someone who has something to share with a community, someone who inspires people. That's why, this could be something about content creation, or you might be someone who has someone who wants to collaborate with you, or something like that. This could also be a teacher in a more standard sense, classroom teacher, or even through books or self-publishing, that sort of thing. But typically, the Hierophant is someone who can share their knowledge and with it build community. So there's the sense here that with this knowledge, that you may have, you're also building community. So again, there's this sense of maybe followers and using social media to build community. That might not be true for everyone, but that is the obvious connection with these two cards here. Let me just point out that with major arcana cards, that typically is something that is going on inside you, or a process that is yours, a quality or skill that is about you, while the minor arcana is kind of the point at which you interface with the world. So this teaching piece is yours. You're not necessarily going to a teacher or finding a guru. You are the guru, or you are becoming the guru, or this sharing the wisdom is, is yours to do. So finding a way to share your knowledge, your wisdom, finding a way to teach, that's for you to do. And it may be through social media, and or it may be through a community school, or it may be through a traditional school. But how how that goes about, or the interviews, or maybe last minute kind of placements or substitute placements or something are coming through, and it's kind of through last minute emails or something like that. Okay, so moving on to the Strength card. Now, the Strength card is the card of grace under fire. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to battle, but it does speak to having the capacity to rise above the inner beast, or your lesser drives, your animal instincts. There's a place for our animal instincts, the fight or flight kind of stuff, but we need to be in charge of that, right? Our higher selves, our higher minds need to be the boss of that stuff. So that's what the Strength card is speaking to. Being able to, let's see if we can get that. Yeah. Our higher selves need to be in charge of the kind of more basic drives. And also, when we experience someone else out in the world that is having a fight or flight moment, or displaying their more lower drives, being able to stay in our higher selves and display that grace under fire, or grace under pressure. That might be a moment later in this month where you take the high road, where you show that grace. Being able to rise above that sort of fight or flight, sort of animal instinct, that sort of lower drive, is knowing that we're a part of an infinite, abundant universe, right? And that's what we see in most versions of the Strength card. I'm not sure if you can see it in this depiction, but there's that infinity symbol above the lion. And only a few cards in the tarot have that infinity symbol. And that is, of course, the reminder of the infinite, that we are members of an infinite, abundant universe. That reminds us of the infinite interconnectedness. I should point out that in the original Rider-Waite-Smith version of the card, the infinity symbol is over the woman. In this version, it's over the lion. But typically, the woman is showing compassion to the lion. She is in control. And so that's where the strength is. It acknowledges the duality of, human nature having both access to the infinite wisdom and the animalistic side, but being able to gracefully, compassionately walk with both. Okay, so the Ten of Swords doesn't look great, but it augurs the end of a painful event or chapter or cycle. And that means you can close the book on that event or relationship or cycle. It's over and it's done. And that leaves space for something better to take its place. It means you don't have to put any more energy into this thing that has been painful or weighing you down, or that has taken time or money or just headspace. What always comes with the Ten of Swords, always, is the promise of a new dawn. In traditional artwork with the Ten of Swords, here we just see a character who looks like she's in agony. But traditional depictions of the Ten of Swords is a character who is completely on the ground, completely prone, and behind the central character is a dawn. There's a sunlight, and so it indicates a new day is beginning. So that's what most tarot readers prefer to focus on, right? That a new day is dawning. This event, and it's going to be different for different cancers who are watching this video. Something is ending. It could be something as big as a job or a relationship or a living situation. It's something that has served its purpose. It has run its course. It was something that was toxic, or perhaps it was once useful, but it has become not useful, or you have outgrown it, right? And for some cancers, maybe it's not such a huge category as a relationship or a job. It could be something like maybe you drive a beater of a car and you've been meaning to replace it, and you've been looking at cars and shopping around, and on your way to work, your old beater of a car just finally gives out, and you knew it was going to happen eventually, and it was unpleasant and not great timing, but it was going to happen anyway. And now you just have to kind of deal with the end of that situation and go ahead and make a choice and get a new car or a new to you car, something like that. My heart goes out to you if you're experiencing, the end of a relationship, or if you have to leave a living situation that has become toxic, or a greater loss. I don't mean to make light of a painful end, but I will say the rest of this reading actually looks like, for most cancers who have tuned in, this is not such a terrible ending. It's something that actually needs to go, or needs to end, or needed to end. And there's something new that you're working towards, something more positive, something that some area of wisdom that you have, something that you're launching, is something that you have greater control over and greater grace to walk with, and something that you're getting more positive messages and positive reinforcement and positive invitations about. So in a sense, it balances out whatever has to go. It has to go to make room for this other stuff that is coming in and growing and positive and beneficial. Beneficial not just to you, but it looks like to perhaps a growing community of people you are inspiring. Cancer, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please take good care of yourself. Until next time, bye for now.